Well, what are some of the things you guys have learned on TikTok? 'Cause
Dancing
you guys were talking about it.
does really well. Pointing at things.
ADHD and ADD peoples.
What's that on TikTok?
People's? Isn't ADD and ADHD the same thing?
I guess so it's interchangeable right now, but it wasn't before. But
Yeah. I got diagnosed with both, so it wasn't before. It was.
I got some very interesting GameStop price information.
sick.
Very interesting, indeed.
I have heard it's a great place to learn about crypto.
Is it?
You bet.
Maybe I'm not liking the right videos because I don't get any. I only get animals. Oh, one of my favorite TikTokers is this lady that sleepwalks. Have you seen her?
I think I've come across her stuff.
She brings cake out. She looks for luggage.
Yeah.
She goes like ding dong. She's just pretty awesome.
And then she reacts to her own sleepwalking. Yeah.
I saw one of a girl dancing saying Dogecoin's going to the moon
Oh my god.
before it got absolutely obliterated. Pretty fun. Pretty fun one.
Well, I have a story
All the
here.
people who cashed out, who's been waiting for it because they got fucked the last time.
But this dancing girl got dumped on, dude. It's pretty crazy.
Well, I have a story here of this woman who was actually, it's like pretty much like life or death situation where her TikTok followers saved her life.
What?
Yeah. So she posted this TikTok. Well, first of all, here's a photo of Jade. She's 27. This is what she looks like.
Hello.
Wu-Tang fan?
Looks like a jade.
Yeah, Jade. And this is a video she posted on TikTok asking for help.
So I came outside to put my garbage out like I do every morning, and I went and
I think I have seen
on
this.
the top of my garbage bucket. What does that mean?
1F?
What the is that? So I ended up.
Wait. So she asked that, right? And she was concerned because she was like, "What the fuck is that?" Someone wrote a 1F on top of her trash can. So then she ended up asking her TikTok followers, and everyone started commenting like, "Holy shit, that is a sign for gang members to target single females. That's 1F is single female."
I read very mixed things about this though.
Why are they targeting her? If we entertain that.
Well, because
Purple hair.
she's singing.
Are you saying she
she's
might have done
living-
it herself?
She's living home alone, which is she's a perfect target for
Burglary,
gang members to
rape,
rob,
whatever.
rape her, do all this shit because she's a single female. Before we get to that, then I'll play the second part of this video.
Yo, that's wild.
Who writes one like that anymore anyway?
They just came and wiped it off. You can still like faintly see it, but they pretty much just told me, like pretty much what everybody said in the comments was just to make sure that you're safe.
Who?
And if you have
The
anywhere
cops.
else to say, just stay there. But I don't, so.
Oh, the cops erased it?
Yeah, so she called the cops trying to ask for help, and they just erased it and was like, "Well, try staying somewhere else if you can." She said she couldn't.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Park their cop car all night?
That's what they do in the movies. So yeah.
In the movies, they do that.
If it was Jennifer Aniston, they would have done it.
Yeah.
Have a stake out there?
So it's your shift or my shift? They have like a pen sticking out?
It's a stakeout.
I mean,
Hey, wake up! Oh no, it's nothing.
yeah, I was reading both arguments for it, right? Some people are like, oh, it's kind of like how gang members or whatever will tag a wall saying like, oh, hit up this place or whatever. But then other people are like, what? Why would they write in the snow on your trash can? There are like so many other ways you can text your fellow gang member this. Like, what the fuck? So I've heard both ways about it. So I don't know. I'm indifferent, I guess.
Isn't texting, I mean,
Yeah.
at least from our era, like when
That's
we...
incriminating.
Yeah, like that's like a paper trail.
Yeah,
so
but
in
I
our
mean,
era, it was code words for everything. But now, like, I guess people are way more...
Yeah, there's just so much more technology or ways to do it rather than writing
What
in the snow. on
gang
the
is
trash can.
writing 1F in snow?
Apparently, it's a common thing.
Really?
That's what they claim. So, by the way, this took place in Canada. Just so you know.
Maybe it's a Canadian
Yeah,
gang.
apparently people
Because
say
Southern
it's supposed to be
California
pretty
don't get snow, so there's no way we can write it in the snow.
You maybe write it in the sand or the
And
dirt.
ash from all the fires.
From the ash.
Southern California is all of the United States.
Yep. No, Southern California gang culture.
No, but yeah, so apparently it's a common thing. People were trying to help her. Eventually, she did end up staying at her mom's house.
Can't you just change it though? Like go out and write 10M?
Yeah.
like 10
There's
males.
10 guys here. We
Yeah.
gotta get the fuck
or
out.
10 police officers.
Yeah.
And then now when the gangs drive by, they're like, oh shit.
Dude,
not
10
this
cops
one.
live there. Did you know that? And
Don't
then
want
they
to
drive
fuck
off.
with this house. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Is that what you would write?
I don't know. I'm just trying to see.
100M.
Go with.
100 men live here.
100 men.
That's too much. It seems like you're lying though. You gotta go split the difference.
Like 75.
Like a 1-bedroom house.
Yeah.
There's no way there's 100 men.
20 men.
It's an apartment complex, you know? So whatever happened, so she's all good?
Yeah, so she ended up going to stay with her mom, and then she's saying that now she's gonna have her mom go and live with her, so she can have.
Now it's 2F.
I think it's funny her second video that's like almost like proof of like, oh yeah, this is serious because the cops wiped it off. But at the same time, I could also imagine the cops being like, yeah, just fucking dumb fucks, let's just wipe it off, you're fine.
Yeah.
Calm down.
We don't know what to do here because we can't do anything. So, okay.
Yeah.
True. I mean, yeah. What can they do? It's not
Yeah.
like they have the resources to protect her at all times.
What about the original gang member that wrote it? He's probably like, oh man, he wiped it off.
Gotta wait till the next snowfall until I can do this again.
I wanted to tell people about them.
What I don't understand is like, okay, so this doesn't make any fucking sense to me as a criminal's mind, okay? And I have a track record. But why the fuck would you write that in front of the house and for everybody to see? And why is it difficult for you to just pick up the damn phone and tell them like this house only has one? And why can't you walk around with a notepad and go,
Yeah,
this
drop
house
off the-
has one girl. And out of all the things you can market with, snow, it could melt,
Yeah,
it could get covered.
That was the main argument. It's like,
So that's really your guys' perspective on this story.
Well, think
is
about it, Tiff.
How stupid is this gang member? Why can't he be a smarter gang member to really attack this woman?
What's your perspective on
Have
it?
you not been in enough of these videos to know that that is what they do?
I mean,
See, that's the other thing. Because it's TikTok, that's why I'm like,
but I'm the only female here, so I gotta call it out.
No, but what's your perspective? What should we be focusing on?
I think it's pretty scary that people have to deal with this shit, especially like, single girls. And I know you've expressed in the past how girls should have their own way of protecting themselves, which I agree. Yeah, sure, we definitely do. But I mean, there's really nothing we can do as a society, really. But I guess it's just an interesting perspective here that she was able to learn what that meant.
Through the TikTok?
Find safety, call for help, because if it wasn't for her posting anything, then who knows what could have happened if that was really the case.
But how cool is it that we're sitting here and we have a criminal mind? By the way, without a criminal record.
this is not even an off the record, and we have an expert here right now.
know.
That means he got away with his crimes. Unlike
I'm a successful one. Is what I'm trying to say. Is I hate losers, right? And this guy's obviously a fucking loser. He couldn't do what he had intended to do. He got caught.
the Catch Me If You Can guy got caught. What do? Have him write a book. Have him make a movie. They should be having you do that shit because you never got fucking caught.
The best people are the ones that didn't get caught,
Expert.
the ones you never heard of.
But all the experts we hear from, they all went to jail.
right?
Great experts.
How much of an expert are you?
Idiots. Unbelievable. But that's our whole culture. We can't wait to hear from the expert who went to prison for fucking 15 years.
caught.
Yeah, let's listen to the failures, right? Like, let's have them coach everything,
I want the guys who got away clean.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
right?
But how do we not know that she didn't do that herself? Just to create some
TikTok
controversy.
knows have a lot
Hey
of
man, we're not gonna blame the victim here. This is JK News, 2021. We don't do that kind of shit.
The chick too, we gotta believe on her no matter
Right.
what she says.
I don't even care because I think that I have to put on my viral hat on. If I wanted to go viral, I might do that myself. But here's the thing: she's a young lady, and they do not write ones in that way.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone.
That's the evidence.
That's a grandma's way.
That's a guy font.
Guy font.
That's a guy font. Yeah, one with the fucking. Who does that? Come on, man.
What a square. He
All I
probably
know
writes
is
in
that-
cursive too.
I've never met a woman who was a liar my whole life. That's all I know.
Exactly. But then again, that stuff does happen. But this for TikTok, though, to me, I'm just like, how do we not know that she just?
Yeah, I'm not writing that off. That's why I even said it when I was saying, I'm like, if that really happened, who knows what.
Have you guys heard of these like crazy, like if this happens, don't get out of your car? Like there's all these things that
Yeah.
happen, right? Like there's like one that's like.
Guy under your car slashing your Achilles, right?
Too.
Yeah, like they're like urban.
Yeah, the
urban
ones that are like,
legends.
oh, don't get out of your car. There's like this note under your windshield. But then like when people look into it, it's like a lot lot of times it's just like this fake urban myth, you know?
But what it
Or
is,
it's happened enough times where it becomes a thing.
Well, what
Yeah, there was
is
even
strategy?
a movie called like Urban Legends or some shit, and because of that movie, you know how there's like you cross cars and one car doesn't have their
And then you put
lights
your
on, and then
blinkers,
you
yeah, yeah.
flash at them and like let them know to put your lights on, and then the guy turns around and goes and kills her. So I'm like, oh.
I bet that's a thing for sure.
I have heard about that.
Yeah.
Sounds
And then
like an
if
urban
someone
legend.
throws like egg at your windshields or something,
Don't wipe it off.
You're not supposed to like pull over and wipe it off because then they're trying to get like kidnap you or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
But what's good about those is even if it's bullshit, it keeps you paranoid.
Yeah.
And when you're paranoid, you survive.
That is true.
We watched a movie last night about this girl getting chased, and then she stops. It's like based in like the 70s or something. She stops at an abandoned hotel, and it's closed, and she gets out trying to ask for help. And it's like, hey, you keep driving, lady.
Keep driving.
I don't care if my mom's pulled over the side of the road. I'm not fucking pulling over.
You go to a well-lit gas station.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well-lit gas station.
That movie wasn't that good, so.
Don't recommend it.
I think a good rule of thumb is watch a lot of horror movies and don't do what the white people do.
Wait, what about the white people who survive all the way to the end? And then they get a sequel. I'll do what they did.
But they got
They lost all their friends.
Pay attention.
They lost all their friends though.
so you gotta study the one that investigated and got all their friends killed, but then they survived.
Right time, right place.
That's true. Okay, that's true.
God, Joe, come on, man. Watch more movies.
They get a fucking trilogy. You don't want to listen to them?
I wouldn't even go in the first place
What about the minorities that've been safe since Act 1?
because they didn't go.
They're like, we're gonna stay at home. Thank you.
What's that sound? I don't know. Let's turn off the fucking lights and close the door.
Don't care, I'm out. And they just leave.
Let's lock all the doors.
Like, you ever see Midsummer?
Yeah.
That
Oh,
movie.
I want to watch it. Isn't that all white people though?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like
No.
I feel when I watched it, I was like, I feel like I would never do any of this. Like I wouldn't even make it out of the first fucking act. You know?
but isn't it in Europe or wherever?
yeah, they go to like a vacation.
I like that movie because I'm like, I would totally do this shit.
I did not like it. I was like,
Like the thought process of the actors, I'm like, I would totally do that shit too.
Dude, that's how you get to the end. That's how you get to the end.
I don't know if I want to get to the end of that one.